So let's continue with the next speaker. So we have with us Rojen Malachi, who's the Technical Support Director Europe at GCL, and he will talk about bare contact technology, higher yield, higher returns. Welcome.
Hello. Hi, Michael. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Great. So let me share my presentation. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Perfect. Great.
Okay. Thanks, Michael, for the introduction. So my name is Rojen Malachi. I'm the Technical Director for Europe at GCLSI. I've been with the company for more than 2 years, and I've been in the industry for close to 15 years now. And today I want to talk to you about GPC 3.0. So this is GCL's back contact technology. We'll be diving into why this is an important upgrade for GCL and in the back contact industry as such. I will be going over some of the product updates from SNEC and Intersolar as well. To give you a clear roadmap of what we are covering today, let's focus on the agenda. So we start by walking over the product portfolio with focus on back contact. We'll be looking at the technical differentiator, back contact versus TOPCon. We'll be looking at the detailed benefits and how we're able to achieve these benefits, looking at certification. And lastly, I'll be going over the new products that have been launched at Intersolar. Coming to the product portfolio, so we've designed the lineup to offer both premium aesthetics and high performance flexibility. On the left side, we feature the full black module. So it utilizes a black mesh designed combined with a all black frame, delivering a sleek uniform appearance for premium architectural integration. The power class is in the range of 485 to 500 watts. To the right, both those modules are what is called as the white mesh variant. So in this, you're able to achieve one power bin higher. So we go from 490 to around 505 watt. And these are possible in the white frame and also the black frame. So here the focus is more on the C&I segment, whereas the all black variant, the focus is clearly on the residential segment for Europe. So these are the two variants that are possible for back contact. And what this means is that on top of this, we also have our TOPCon range of modules still in existence with us for this market, so for the residential and C&I market as well. I can tell you that the back contact modules, they have been in production for more than 2 months, and there are several megawatts on their way to Europe already. So this product is up and running since some time now. I also want to highlight the core of our utility scale offering, which we will be launching soon. So this is the GPC 3.0 based on the harmonized module dimension, the 2.3 by 1.1 meter harmonized module dimension. This is a 66L module with a power output range of somewhere between 655 to 690. We are pleased to confirm that this high performance product is scheduled for delivery in Q4 of 2026. We are excited to bring this level of power and reliability to all utility scale projects starting later this year. Coming to the technical differentiators, it's important to understand why we are moving towards GPC 3.0. The first part is the architectural shift. So the traditional TOPCon architecture requires metal bus bars on the front of the cell to collect the current. As you can see on the right side of the chart, these bus bars create shading, physically blocking sunlight from reaching the silicon. In contrast, our GPC 3.0 architecture moves all metal contacts and bus bars to the rear of the cell by clearing the front surface entirely. So we maximize the active light harvesting area of the cell. Regarding efficiency gains, so this is an important design preference, so it's a performance driver. As the roadmap demonstrates, GPC 3.0 architecture consistently outperforms TOPCon 2.0 in terms of efficiency potential, while TOPCon 2.0 reaches a plateau. GPC 3.0 maintains a clear trajectory. So we are looking at reaching efficiency on the cell level by early 2028 of around 28.9%. So ultimately, by eliminating the front side shading, GPC 3.0 provides a superior clean cell face that enables higher conversion efficiencies than standard TOPCon technology can achieve. Now let's compare the technical performance. So in terms of thermal stability, back contact features a superior Pmax temperature coefficient of minus 0.26% per degree Celsius, meaning it maintains better performance at hot environments compared to TOPCon 2.0. We also see a clear benefit in longevity as GPC 3.0 offers a lower yearly degradation rate of 0.35% per year compared to 0.4% for TOPCon 2.0, which directly supports a higher long-term energy yield. So while module dimensions are identical, back contact delivers higher front side power, which helps our customers reduce BOS or balance of system cost and minimize the required roof area for their projects. In summary, back contact is optimized to deliver more power and better durability where it matters most to the end user. Now let's take a look at the detailed benefits of GCL's back contact technology. To achieve this 27.3% cell efficiency, we've optimized the entire process from light to electricity through 4 core technological pillars. The first one is advanced light absorption using multi-layer dielectric films for superior capture. Optimized conversion, which means we're leveraging our self-developed FBR or fluidized bed reactor granular silicon. Minimizing losses, employing damage-free laser pattern passivation to drastically reduce recombination losses, and enhanced collection using back contact metallization with zero bus bar and fine grid design for better current transmission. Now let's take a look at the max full screen design, which is crucial for achieving our high power density. On the front side, cells overlap one on top of the other, so slight overlap. With this, we significantly improve the active area or the screen ratio, which delivers a gain of between 10 to 12 watt per module. By moving to a hidden bus bar design to the back side of the module, so we improve the power density on the front of the module. Beyond power gains, this design utilizes a low temperature negative pitch process as well. This specific process avoids thermal shock and minimizes wafer warping, which enables a more stable lamination structure. Ultimately, this ensures full compatibility with ultra-thin silicon wafers, providing high performance and high reliability. Next, we are revolutionizing the manufacturing process with direct formed half cell technology. So unlike the conventional method, as you can see in the bottom, which requires laser cutting and subsequent edge passivation after the cell is manufactured, whereas in our direct formed method process, the half cut wafer is cut into cells. The half-cut wafer is processed into cells and thereby achieving zero cutting losses. So this approach simplifies the production process significantly. Furthermore, our native edge passivation process provides superior protection compared to post-cut treatments. The final result is we are able to achieve higher power of approximately 5 watts and also reduce or drastically cut the cutting losses. Next, we address one of the most persistent issues in solar reliability, and these are microcracks. In the standard module, the Z-shaped busbar design creates concentrated stress points at the cell edges, which increases the risk of microcracks, whereas with back contact, we move to a linear flat busbar design. This design ensures even stress distribution across the cell. By doing so, we virtually eliminate the potential for microcracks and offering you a robust and reliable product. Finally, let us discuss the reliability in real-world conditions, specifically shade resistance. Our GPC modules operate significantly cooler, maintaining hotspots between 100 to 130 degrees, which is approximately 30 degrees cooler than standard modules operating at 160 to 180 degrees Celsius under shading conditions of around, or if the module is shaded by around 15%. So we utilize what is called as a reverse operating curve modulation technology, which is an innovative circuit design that minimizes the impact of partial shading to ensure a stable energy harvest. This design also lowers hotspot risk and avoids unnecessary diode activation, allowing the module to keep producing energy. While standard modules shut down entire cell strings when shaded, our GPC technology maintains operation, successfully reclaiming over 30% of the lost power. Now let's turn to reliability over time. So as I already mentioned, the lower temperature coefficient of minus 0.26% per degree Celsius. What this does is this translates to, with higher temperature for, let's say, 70, 80 degrees, we're talking about 1.5% higher energy yield. Also for the long-term performance, back contact feature, our back contact modules feature a first year degradation of 1% and a linear degradation of 0.35. What this means is that over the lifetime, over 30 years, we're looking at approximately 1.5% higher yield over 30 years lifetime. Should look at the cumulative energy yield. On top of this, our full black modules, we also offer a 30-year product warranty and a 30-year power performance warranty. Finally, we also want to highlight that we prioritize the aesthetics of our products. So we utilize what is called the data-driven sorting, which involves strict color management for superior module-to-module consistency. So this process includes color sorting on the cell level. Furthermore, our precision machine sorting system ensures a unified palette appearance. So only one sort of color class will be seen in one palette. So this is something that is very unique to what GCL back contact technology has to offer. And regarding certificates, so these modules have already achieved the IEC 61215 and 61730, and they've already been installed in Europe as of today. So to summarize, back contact technology redefines what we should expect from a solar module, delivering excellence across the 5 key areas, including superior performance, enhanced reliability, long-term stability, aesthetics, and also GCL's own FBR low carbon silicon, which we are able to provide complete traceability and also low carbon cells and modules. And I also want to highlight one important point is GPC, the back contact cells are manufactured in-house by GCL SI compared to certain other manufacturers who basically outsource the cells from, or they buy the cells from third-party companies. Now coming to new product launches made during last month as part of SNEC and Intersolar, I would like to introduce our Cyro anti-glare module. So these are the large format 2.3 by 1.1 meter modules with 66 cells in them. So these are the harmonized module sizes. We have achieved a AAA anti-glare report from TÜV Rheinland. So we're able to manufacture or use these modules in installations across airports and highways. So each region has their own requirements, but of course there is the European authority for this. They also have certain regulations. So we can confirm that we are able to comply with these requirements. And what it also does is that it also offers superior low light efficiency paired with industry-leading anti-glare technology. During SNEC and Intersolar, we also featured GCL's module-level tandem perovskite module. So this has a distinct architecture with a back contact silicon cell at the bottom and perovskite coated glass on top. So we are one of the very first companies to launch such module-level tandem large format modules. The module dimensions are approximately 2.4 by 1.1 meter with power class in the range of 655 to 720. The highest efficiency as of now is somewhere in the range of 26% at the moment for large format module. So unlike traditional panels, this tandem structure leverages 2 different materials to capture a broader spectrum of sunlight. As you can see on the left, perovskite top layer contributes approximately 75% of the power generation, while the silicon bottom layer provides the remaining 25%. But importantly, we've designed these to be bifacial, meaning the backside generation is on par with the standard bifacial silicon modules, maximizing energy yield in the field. To bring this technology to market, we've established the world's leading first gigawatt scale perovskite production line. This facility is located in Kunshan near Shanghai, and we're currently in the first phase of the 1 gigawatt facility. We aren't just making lab samples, we are manufacturing industry standard large format 2.4 by 1.1 meter modules. This ensures they're compatible with existing mounting systems and infrastructure. Our roadmap is aggressive but on track. We expect full manufacturing ramp up and final certification to be completed towards the end of this year. And this achievement is driven by a specialized workforce of 280 employees with heavy emphasis on R&D. So I'm talking about the workforce of just GCL perovskite, and around 60% of the staff here belong to the technical development team. And I'm also happy to say that we are also a leader in terms of the patents files. We have around 170 perovskite related patents already filed. So that's it from my side, Michael.
Yeah, thanks, Rojen. Here I am. No, very interesting, cool things, cool stuff. So, do you think that with BC, I think the 30 years warranties will be the new normal?
Yeah, so for the residential rooftop projects, this is more, I would say, more on the premium side. I wouldn't call it the normal, but I would say for a premium product, this is what the industry is moving towards, for a all black module.
Okay. Tell us also a little bit about your cell production. So you also mentioned and highlighted that you are kind of into cells, which others are not yet.
So there are very few companies in the world today that manufacture that have the capability to produce their own back contact cell, and GCL is one of them. So we have a capacity of approximately 1.2 gigawatts as of now for the cell and on the module side, with focus on the residential and C&I market. We will be ramping that very soon to also for the larger format, the 66 cell, 12R cell format as well. So we have already achieved mass production, and we've already shipped these modules to Europe.
Yeah, and then your focus for this product will be Europe, because that's where the market for GCL.
Exactly. So the focus for the residential product is clearly Europe, with the all black and also the better aesthetics. Like because of the overlap, and also the black mesh feature. From afar, it's just basically one single block of black. Yeah, black panel. You don't see the silver, or you don't see any of the mesh area.
Which other markets are you seeing? So there's obviously Australia at some point. So how much do you see other markets actually for?
At the moment, because of the premium of the product compared to TOPCon, so the difference of delta of somewhere between 10 to 15% premium for back contact. At the moment, it's only Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, super. Thanks. And maybe also about just 1-2 questions about tandems, because of course here you're really leading. And that's quite ambitious. Also coming out with a true commercial product. You had these products on display at the like I saw them, but there are 4 terminals. So how will you approach the market?
Yes, so this is something that is currently being worked out. So we are looking at several options where we somehow try to bring the voltage closer to each other. So right now, the perovskite panel, the top perovskite panel is approximately 200 volt, and the bottom back contact is approximately somewhere in the range of 40 to 50. So we're trying to somehow bring it one level, but the solution would be you need 2 sets of inverter. So that would basically be 2 systems running in parallel. As of now, so that is a solution.
And then what efficiencies are we looking at the first commercial generation? So
So we're looking, so I think the one that I mentioned, the highest one is somewhere in the range of 25.9%.
So it will be somewhat higher than back contact modules.
Yes, definitely higher. Yeah.
Okay, super interesting. Thanks a lot.